Hello, welcome to the Man Cave Cinema Rant. No, I'm not John, I'm Brian. You've probably seen me on the podcasts, and I'm the other half of the Man Cave Cinema. And I thought today I would take over the rant. Well, perhaps maybe I'll do a few more, I don't know. Down here in my glorious video game man cave, which I think it's coming along nicely. I've put a few I don't know, touches here and there. I'm still working on it. You know, it's an unfinished basement, so what am I going to do, right? But anyways, what am I going to talk about today? Well, this little guy. No, not the phone. Pokemon Go. Did I say that right? Pokemon Go. That's right. I wrote an article about this. When was that? A few weeks ago? Probably around just before it was available in Canada. I tried it out with my friend, and well, it was his phone, not mine at the time. And I thought, well, I don't know. Am I going to get into this? Maybe. Am I going to like it? I don't know. I did play Pokemon on Game Boy back in the day. I did play Super Nintendo stuff. You know, I've played around with it. Tried to get into the card game. Lots of different, you know, you can go all over the place with Pokemon, but I guess they're back in cell phone form now. So I had to look at this as I'm a retro gamer. As you can see, I have my Atari 2600 joystick right here. I got my nice Atari over here, which thank you to Alan Singer from the Atari age group. Also have a Junior, 2600 Junior. But enough of that. I'm here to talk about this game, Pokemon Go. Now, probably most of you have heard it already. I would say that every newspaper I've read in the last few days have had at least 3 articles on this phenomenon, whatever you want to call it. So I thought, you know, I should throw my 2 cents in there. Write it on the perspective of a retro gamer and see where this goes. It was an okay article. I really didn't know how to approach it. I mean, how can you attach this to retro gaming? So yeah. So anyways, I left it off where I said, I don't know. Am I going to get into this game? My consensus at the end of the article was maybe not, maybe so. I don't know. I said I'll see how it goes. So, yeah, so now that it's available in Canada, it's been available for a couple days now, I downloaded it, I've been giving it a shot, and I'm still not sure if I like it or not. I don't know. I'm trying it. So basically I just kind of wander around, and I pick up these Pokemon everywhere, I get these Pokeballs, and I'm thinking, okay, this is fun, but what's the end game here? What's the point of this? I'm sure there's a lot of points to doing this. I mean, you can level these guys up, you can evolve them, you can go to different gyms, which, you know, all sounds great. But I just don't see the need to want to do that. I don't want to go wandering around all over my neighborhood with my phone in my face. I don't want to drive around, which I've noticed some people are starting to do nowadays. They're driving all over the place. So I don't really want to do that either. I guess I could go to the park or whatever. So I ended up just kind of letting my daughter take the phone and say, because her friend also got into this, and so she took it over, and now she's kind of angry at me because my character is a boy, and she wants it to be a girl. So I don't know if there's a way to fix that or change that, or if I have to just like delete this thing and start again. I don't know. I mean, what do I know? I play Donkey Kong, for crying out loud, on my 2600. So I mean, I kind of see myself as being a kind of a tech person, but when it comes to the smartphone era, I feel sometimes I'm out of the loop. I mean, I know how to make websites. I know how to do, you know, I'm an IT person by kind of trade, but when it comes to this smartphone stuff, I feel like I'm a generation behind. So I probably am, because, you know, when I went to school, we didn't have smartphones. We had, they started introducing pagers, I think, in what grade would that have been? Grade 5? People were cool if they had a pager. This thing keeps buzzing, by the way. It usually means there's a Pokemon. But anyways, yeah. So what I'm saying is I didn't really grow up in this smartphone era. And when it really started to kick off, I didn't really jump on it either. I mean, I was like, okay, what do I need a smartphone for? And even today, I mean, I don't have a lot of apps on this thing. Surprisingly, the only app I decided to download, really, aside from Monopoly, is the Activision anthology, which is kind of neat. I get to play Atari games on my phone. I don't know. That's what I like to do. I like to play the classics, and I've even written an article about that too, about the modern system and how I would buy, say, a PlayStation 2, and the majority of the time I would just buy the retro games. I wouldn't even bother buying the newer games half the time. I just buy those 30 Atari games in one type of dealios. But anyway, so to make this kind of brief, I'm still trying to figure out this Pokemon Go thing. I'm still trying to figure out this app, and I don't even know if I want to really get into it. I don't know if I want to really research it and start going to all those Pokestops and get the lures. And by the way, the lures are something I guess you buy and then you plant it somewhere, and then Pokemon will show up there. From what I've read, that some people are using it for like devious reasons. They're potentially luring people in so they could, I guess, attack them in real life. Not good. And I was even reading an article today online about how kids and stuff can be easily manipulated to follow a stranger somewhere just because they say, oh, I found a Pikachu or I found a Charizard or whatever. And then the kids are like, oh, you play Pokemon, I play Pokemon, we got something in common. No, you're still a stranger. So that kind of scares me. It actually scares me because I do have well, she's going to be 7 next month, year-old daughter, and I would hate to think that she would get into a game so much that she would just follow some stranger around because, hey, he's got a car, or hey, he's got all these Pokemon and he knows what he's doing. Like, I mean, people, use your heads, but I mean, when you go with a 6-7-year-old, it's kind of scary. Like, I don't know. But anyways, I think I'm going off topic here. I think what I really wanted to talk about was what I feel about it and if I'm going to keep going. And I'm still on the fence of it. It's hard. I almost see this being probably a month or two. Maybe nobody's going to talk about it. Like maybe unless they can come up with new ways to make this thing good, better, or maybe they're going to, I don't know, like seriously, what are people going to do in the winter? I know there's Americans that probably don't care because their winter is summer all year long, but for us in Canada, especially where I am, winters could be pretty chilly, cold, blah. Yeah, so we'll see where it goes. But anyways, yeah, I think I've rambled on enough. That's still my stance, what I wrote in the article. I still don't know if I want to get into this. I don't know. If you have any thoughts, if you've tried it, if you've played it, let me know. Send us some suggestions or send us some stories. We'd love to hear it. Anyways, wrapping this one up. See you later. Bye.